Welcome back, guys, to Trails of Cold Steel 4. We're here on the Courageous II. We have to head to the Sanctuary, or Hamel, as it were, to begin our second rivalry at last. Now having Brang Sharon to our side, and with Copper Georg, or George as he may be known now, we'll have to figure out what identity he's chosen for himself in the end as we go onwards. To give us more information about the gnomes and their actions in the future, we now have a big sweep to do. Oh, a small sweep to do. I will not scare you by saying a big sweep to do. We have a small sweep to do because we've got the Courageous to check out yet again. And then there's new stuff in Parm, and obviously we might want to have a little look down these highways if they're openable, but I imagine that might just be grinding purposes. So we've got those kind of things to do. No trial chest open at the moment. Trial chest 8 is still very firmly locked. Though we're obviously going to have to take Remuse, Emma, and Duvali at some point in time. Guess I might take them to my next thing. So, let us begin. Let us head around the Courageous once again, leaving Olivert to talk to last of all. I was hoping George would come join us again, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Oh no, my breath. The Prince may have forgiven George, but he's still having trouble forgiving himself. He and Crow are a lot alike in that way. Well, that was probably the only thing they do have in common. Right, Reem? Yeah, George has always held himself to a high standard. I think it's a little inconsiderate of him to leave Toe in the dark like this, though. Definitely. Next time I see George, I'm going to give him a real piece of my mind. While we're at it, I think Crow deserves to be raked over the coals a little too. Sorry, Crow, you're on your own for this one. I was hoping I'd get a chance to at least talk with George before the war began. Whatever, I can't focus on hypotheticals when there's real work to be done. Ah, normal conversation with Angelica. You can count the amount of them we've had on one hand. Things are looking just as complicated as you'd expect for Emily and Theresia. Everyone has their own stance in this, including George. Things aren't going to go like they did when we were students. Still, it puts me at ease when I sense everyone's convictions as well as their true feelings. As Roger was a ghost. Subs up for the 37th month. Thank you very much. Oh, so you can cut out this operation completely. That's pretty cool, but I haven't been sitting idle myself. Take a look at this macro I've been working on. Oh, computer talks now. Oh, nice. I think we can use this. I never would have thought of something like this. You're so creative, Alfin. Thank you. I still can't compete with you when it comes to processing speed, though. Hi, Lise. Princess Alfin. You two sure are dedicated to keep studying at a time like this. The way you're always pushing each other to improve is really cool, too. I suppose we do have something of a friendly rivalry going on. Yeah, I guess so. A lot of these modifications came together because of different contributions from both of us. Make a great team, that's for sure. Keep up the good work, girls. We'll try not to disappoint. Thank you for the encouragement, Marine. They're well into it. But when did they get a hold of the macro? This will really give the princess a surprise. Surprisingly, is with just what I can do, made all the hard work getting there worth it. I need to keep on studying. The last thing I want is to fall behind. Alright, Oliver, you're last. Looks a bit lonely, seeing up there, to be personally honest. We bring shares on back. Hi, Duvali. Instructor Sarah, playing around a chest, huh? Wait, since when do you play chess, Instructor? Surprise, my dad taught me when I was little. Of course, I'm no expert. I wouldn't stand a chance against you, let alone someone like Machias. Apparently, Duvali learned the game from the Still Maiden. I guess that makes sense. Oh dear. You just took one peek at the board. That doesn't mean you know anything about me. And let me make one thing clear. My Lord Arianrode is a masterful chess player. If I come up short, that's entirely due to my own poor learning skills. There's no reflection on her teaching. Understand? Sure. I didn't mean to offend. I can't glean any data from the board. Don't talk to me right now. I absolutely will turn things around from here on out. Is she terrible at strategy? You know, all this chess has got me in the mood for a round of Vantage Masters. Some folks got you too. Yeah, most of Class 7 got caught up in the game, so I ended up getting into it as well. Let's play a few rounds when you have the time. Definitely. It's Vantage Masters time again. Okay, let's do. What was the new card I got? I never remember because you always tend to put them in on the next time. It's this one. Deals 3 damage to a row of enemies. Attack +1 for each of your heaven element cards in play. I guess I'd take out a Kyria Bell. for this big guy. Let's begin with the Paladin. We're against the Beast, who is stronger than the Paladin.
Think you're ready for this?
I'm going first. Not bad, because I can always blaze the Blix. I'm old Tamis to get in the future as well. It is a ranged card. I don't mind that, I guess. I'd like a Neptuno, though. Oh, 2 Blixes. Double the Blix. So you've got the wild draw for drawing a card and then being able to use them. Counterattacks deal +2 damage. Oh, what? Oh. I wish I had my seal cards going now. That's not good. Okay, a Tarbis. Oh, I'm so glad that he didn't move up. That's obviously really dumb. So if I attack the Tarbis, I mean, you get another card from that, sure. But it means the Blix can be relatively safe in the background there. So I can get some attack damage in nicely with the Blix. That'd be a nice 5. The question is who to summon next. The Colm could be pretty good, but obviously it's this turn, so... Seems like ranged cards are the way to fight the beast in the nicest possible way. But then that might happen. What a nice guy you are. So, you're going to have endless amounts of cards. I just lost my cool guy. Ah, Neptuno. Excellent. Here, have a 5th card. You've only got 11 cards left. I mean, summon the Neptuno and then the Colm? I'd love to be like the Beast and pick up all those cards right now. Neptuno will give extra HP to everyone. Oh my goodness! Her entire deck is based around just getting more cards to happen, isn't it? She's got so many cards! I mean, I want to resurrect the Neptuno in the future. Yeah, well, the Immoltamus can go on the first turn. So I may as well summon that guy. And considering what's going on with the Neptuno possibly out for the count shortly, I should do that too. I'm trying! I can't even make sure that this guy has no cards when you think about it. But it looks like the programming is entirely meant to... the Fife now is going to attack or heal. It makes sense to heal. I'm so glad that the AI isn't going for the blooming things. An Aetherium. Well, I can actually summon several cards on this one turn. Right, Neptuno, you've got some HP now. First of all, though, we have to take out the Fife now. Too bad you don't have a little bit more damage. So I guess it would be... Whatever card kind of attacks, this guy gets hurt quite a bit. How much damage do I have on the board right now? Enough! That's all I really had to note, wasn't it? I don't have enough! I was wrong! Damn you, Tacombe! You betrayed me! I mean, I think I can live another turn anyway. This guy could just get more HP again. You fool! Why are you like this, Sam? You quickly added up damage totals and forgot that this guy couldn't even move. No, my Multamis! Oh no! Ow! Okay, I've won. It's fine, guys. I've won. I completely knew what I was doing. I'm glad that this guy can't play.
One more round.
Bad AI. We've got a beast for the victory. Hey, we won VM on V-Day. It's Valentine's Day as we play today. If only I could have a meeting with Emma. True, even an excellent instructor, not all students are guaranteed to progress well, but still, that my Lord above all stance of his really is set in stone, huh? It is indeed. Yes, game goes lightly on me, I feel. Game plays nice. I did not have enough damage, but it works out. AI was just designed to get as many cards on the deck as possible, by the look of it. We're already up to the second rivalry. I guess Rufus is going to get his turn sooner or later. Rufus is the Auric Knight's Awakener, huh? I think it's got some top-of-the-line specs, even by Divine Knight standards. It's got the potential to be a real pain in our ass. I see. Black aside, it makes sense that the strongest Divine Knights would be gold and silver in colour, I guess, does it? That's what Odin says anyhow. You can't rule out the skills of the Awakeners. Rufus is a master of court fencing. Then you have the battle-hardened Jaeger King. Yeah, Zephyr's got a reputation for being one of the toughest Jaeger corps around. Their fighting styles may be different, but he could probably go toe-to-toe with the Steel Maiden any day. Probably, yeah. Sheesh, it's only the second round and things are ramping up already. We haven't exactly had time to ease into things up till now. We've just got to face every new challenge as best we can. No backing down. I'll eventually have to face my brother during a rivalry, but for now I must relegate that worry to the back of my mind and focus on the foes at hand. Let me know if you need me. I never turn down a challenging battle. I'm glad we managed to settle things with George, for now at least. I mean, yeah, there's stuff we can't just forget about, but my situation is much different. Guess we've got to learn to move on. So next opponent, the Jaeger King, huh? Maybe if things turn out differently, I could have shared a drink or two with the guy. We just got to get on with it. I'll do what I can. Well, hopefully, we can make those things turn out differently. Hopefully, he listens to the reason. The barrier's been lifted, and now it's time for the rivalry at the Draco Shrine. Might be a good idea to take a soak and wash up before our battle with the Jaeger King. There's a different thing going on here. Oh, instructor! Ash, you guys. Kurt, Ash, already done with your preparations? Yes, we thought we'd take one last soak, though we don't have too much time. It'll have to be a quick one, though. Hey, you guys too, huh? Your Highness, and Randy too. What the hell? How do we all end up here? Then we... Just relax, please. No need to maintain appearances here, alright? We should be able to fit 5 people in here, so let's hurry up and get to it. There, you got it. The generations. That's Professor Russell, and he specifically included it for me. That was the right call, was it not, Reen? I figured as much. So, Tita's grandpa, huh? Seems like a funny dude, doesn't he? He's a delightful elder who deserves the utmost respect. His daughter Erica can be rather intense, however. Right, and she's holding quite the grudge against Agate. I heard Tita's old man can be pretty harsh too. That's right, Agate must be going through a tough time. His general demeanour is enviable. His misfortunes balance that out at least. Yeah, it's gotta be rough. So, do you think they're... Oh god, we're talking about this. We're like gossiping in the bath. You're asking the wrong person, Randy. Change the topic, but dude, is Shirai okay? I've heard it isn't good to stay in the water too long with that sort of injury. No need to fret, the worst is behind me. I've even received clearance to indulge in drink if I wish. It would be a shame if I couldn't enjoy a nice drink in the bath with my beloved Shara after all. It's probably not a good idea to drink in the bath, Your Highness. Yes, my brother would agree. Dude, it's gotta be great being able to share a bath with a babe like Shara. So chic, elegant, and alive. I really envy you, man. Is that right? Speaking of which, it seems like you're growing rather close to a gorgeous someone yourself, Randy. Nah, we're just former colleagues, that's all. You lovebirds all really happy these days, ain't ya? Huh? Ash and I will remain diligent in bettering ourselves in the meantime. Gotta stay focused on the prize. Fortune rating has increased. Gossiping in the bathtub. The girls not get a gossip session too? They're the more entertaining ones usually. It's war. Are you sure about this, V? Shouldn't you be conserving your strength? It's fine. I need to get some exercise or I won't be able to relax. That's great and all, but don't go too nuts. I know. I don't plan on carrying any exhaustion into my fight with the boss. How about some training with the Slipner units then? That could work. That hardly counts as light exercise, but I guess it's just right for Fina right now. Just let me know when you're planning to get started. I want to sit in and make sure neither of you overdo it. Okay. Very well. I'm ready to face the boss whenever the time comes. I can't really sit still, so I'm training him with Laura. The Draco Sanctuary isn't a challenge you can afford to take lightly, but I suppose it's nothing new for us, is it? Make sure you're fully prepared before you set out. Ooh, battle training. Alright, I'll fetch you a Slipner for the drill. We're still only at level 1 though. So nothing new there. Into the recreation room. Who's in the rec today? They're having another tea ceremony. And they said they were going to have the last one. They're just having extra ones. I guess they didn't know. Hi, Elisa. Got Sharon serving you tea again already. We agreed this could be her penance for making us all worry so much. No one can bring out this flavour like you, Sharon. I've missed you. I'm always pleased to be of assistance. Would you care for a cup too, Reen? Leaves are harvested in summer to give the tea a smooth, full body flavour. Sounds good, but I'll pass. I figure you two could use some time to get reacquainted. Take good care of Elisa, Sharon. Always. I'm really not as delicate as you all seem to think I am. All the same, thank you, Reen. Phew, I live for Sharon's tea and snacks. I might be a little too reliant on her, though. Well, I'll just say it's how she can make it up to me for making me worry. Lady Elisa has grown so much as a person during our brief time apart. As a maid and, dare I say, a family member of sorts, nothing could bring me more joy. Look, Sharon. People quit Ouroboros, you know. Oh wow, looks like the tea ceremony club's back together. But where'd you get those tatami mats? We brought them over from the club room back at the branch campus. They would have gone to waste just sitting in storage. So we took the liberty of picking them up during our last mission. How resourceful of you. Would you like to join us, instructor? I appreciate the invitation, and it does look like a lot of fun. But I'm sure you guys have a lot of catching up to do. I don't want to get in the way. Shame. Perhaps another time, then. To get 18 APE to remember the tea ceremonies, but backwards? I mean, I probably could. Fingers, wiping. Only like, you gotta leave some dango. See, these things might have actually stuck. The formal sitting position is comfortable enough once you get used to it. Training in my spare time outside of club activities was definitely beneficial. Hey, you're pretty diligent, Kairi. There's nothing better than a cup of tea and some quiet time to revitalize the spirit. I can feel the tension just drifting away. Feels like Kairu's really gotten himself together in the time he's been away from the group. He's not so obsessed with being manly anymore. It's like he's found some real confidence in who he is. Cool. I mean, I've never looked at myself as, like, a gender, which is kind of weird. Because, you know, it's a very common topic nowadays. But I've never looked at myself and based myself off any trait of masculinity or femininity. In terms of relationship paradigms, I fulfill more of the woman's side of it with my wife than I do the men's side of it. So I never actually, but again, that's just all constructs. So I've never actually looked at that kind of stuff and went, I'm such a manly man. Man. I gotta do manly things, like grow a beard. No, I just grow a beard because it makes my face look better than it does. Trust me. Growing out a beard is horrible. Anyway, down to the next floor. Thanks again, Altina. Don't mention it. Oh, what's all this about? I've been trying to set something up so I can do a feature on the Imperial Army. Their PR manager's not too hot on the idea, though. 2 minutes into any interview, and he shuts me right down. There's a way to get around everything, and who better to ask for advice than our resident former Intelligence Division agent? So basically, you've been getting Altina to dig up dirt on the PR officer. I prefer to think of it as a creative research. I no longer have access to the Intelligence Division database, but I was able to find something in the archives that could help. And in return, Vivi made me the top cocoa. It's a can of cocoa. She didn't make anything. Vivi, please don't corrupt my students. Sugar intake after work is essential in replenishing the body's resources, and all the milk in it makes for a very relaxing drink. She's tricked you. She says she canned it too. Yay, got my story. And this scoop only cost me a glass of juice. I don't think you should be getting your scoops from chatting up unsuspecting minors who might not know better. Yeah, I know, Reen. You grow a beard because you can't be bothered to shave every day? I shave every day. Can't get rid of the neck beard bit. I'd probably just be able to shave less if I did shave properly, fully. Lucky for us, the military hasn't placed too many restrictions on music broadcasts. With them shutting down entertainment programs left and right, this is the best option for giving the citizens a little courage. When you put it that way, how can I refuse? Where are you doing the recording? Radio Trista? Yeah, Director Michael gave us the okay, so we can use the studio whenever we want. There was one other thing. I've been looking for someone to compose a new theme song for my radio drama. What do you say, Elliot? I want the special we've got coming up to really feel like something new. Ah, so that's what all this was about. Sure, why not? I can see how serious you are about this. You're the best, Elliot. Michael really does know how to work people. Still, I can't wait to find out what kind of theme song Elliot comes up with. This radio special is shaping to be pretty, special. It's just Elliot. Music! It's a special singing voice. Ah, new song for Monk's special radio drama episode. There's not much time to compose one, but since you trust me to do this, I've got to write something great. You need the theming and all that, it's really hard. I'm really glad you decided to get behind the mic for us. I mean, Radio Trist is actually set to broadcast your episode during peak hours the night before the war starts. And as the director, I can't afford to let any corners get cut. I promise this drama will be incredible. The radio drama, eh? Medical office. Everyone's dressing up. Is that the uniform you wore while you were helping out St. Ursula's, Valerie? I hadn't seen it before. It really suits you. It doesn't really matter if it suits me or not. It really does though, Valerie, but maybe that's because of how well you suit the job. You're always such a big help and have such a great eye for detail. Well, she's an excellent observer, so it only makes sense. I'm proud of you, Valerie. You've really come into your own. Thanks, I guess. Did she find her calling? When I was helping the hospital, there were a lot of nurses around. I really didn't worry about it too much, but this look stands out on the Courageous II, you know. I think it's fine. You don't need to worry. You also technically don't need to dress up for in here. We know what you would be in here for. Some people were wounded in that last battle, but fortunately their injuries are fairly minor. Valerie is treating them now. But you're all heading off to the next rivalry, aren't you? I prepared some potent medicines, so make sure you're fully stocked before you go. It's bound to be a long, hard fight.
Looking for medicine?
And we do have to go through extra guys and all, most likely. If I want money, I've got lots of money.
Stay healthy.
I don't need it still yet, because we've got drops and stuff to spend. I'm just going to keep saving it to the end of time. Oh, hello. Teach me more, senpai! So Tatiana, what do you think? Which is the dominant force on a clock face, the hour hand or the minute hand? Let me think. Well, the minute hand moves a lot faster. It's the one turning the hour hand, so maybe that's the one in charge? A fine answer, but the way I see it, it's the other way round. The hour hand mostly stays put. It lets the minute hand wear itself out, chasing after that brief moment when they touch. It may look docile, but deep down, it's a lascivious little tease. Wow, I never thought of it like that. What the hell kind of conversation did I just stumble into? Then when you add in the second hand, they're a throuple. Yeah, this is too much for me. I need to go. Ah yes, horny clocks. Now no one can look at a clock the same way again. She think Ash is over here just like trying to read, but like constantly hearing like, what? Reading alone, Ash? Finding it a bit tough to join in on Dorothy and Tatiana's conversation, despite being in the literature club yourself, I take it. I don't know. What's it look like to you, wise guy? Anytime I bring up a book, they start going on about how I don't look the type or some shit, and then Dorothy ends up pinching her nose. Sheesh, kind of makes me think it might be better if she just passed out from the blood loss. I see. In that case, maybe you should just keep your distance for now, for everyone's safety. This room. This room is the most dangerous part of the ship. Tanya has not much help. Actually, she just makes it worse. If they're just going to keep yapping, they should just do it somewhere else. I'm going to go now. Nice to see that you're keeping busy, Ash.
No.
Now, run away! Up this side, there's lots of people over here. Woof. Alright, here's the stuff you ordered. So that's Gangster Mishi, Sister Mishi, and Gel Time Mishi. Why did Mishi go to jail? What did Mishi do? Everything look alright? I guess that's Gangster Mishi's next form. Hell yeah, they're finally here. I'm glad I could snap up all the limited edition merch before it disappeared. Who makes a Gel Time Mishi? But it kind of makes me wish I could just get at the plushie store and leaves like I used to. Ah, this sucks. Even you can act your age sometimes, huh? Now's my chance to get good with Nine Valley. You know, I could get you some more of these if you're interested. I get a whole handy business network. I imagine it's just as good as those underground routes of yours. For real, you do that for me? Well, I could really use some Kagamaru merch, like the Kagamaru Dagger and the Kagamaru Shuriken. Thing is, they never ship to the Empire, so they go for a small fortune at the auctions. Good luck tracking them down. Could have picked something a wee bit easier. Neck and Jingo really are cut from the same cloth. I've been working with Nine Valley on this. Honestly though, it doesn't matter if I'm buying or selling. I never seem to come out on top, you know. I was going to have the merchant network look into Kleist & Co. anyway. Maybe I'll take a look into this too. I get the feeling my dad might know something. I cannot give up now that I've accepted the order. By the name of the Becky Association, I will find it. Just don't push yourself too hard over it. I do wonder, yeah, Mishi, Gel Time Mishi, what's the backstory? Maybe it's something like tax evasion or something rather than actual, like, physical crime. Is it true you're going to fight the big boss of Zephyr? Yeah, do you know the Jaeger King? Of course I do. Zephyr's one of Mama's regular clients. I met old Rutger when I was little. I don't know what he's up to now, but he's always been one to stick his nose in some shit anyone else would avoid like the plague. So I'm assuming that's what up. If you're going to go head to head with Rutger, it's kill or be killed. I'm not sure if you're trying to dissuade me from it or encouraging me to try my best. Either way, it's something that has to be done, and we intend to win. Maybe you've got it in you to defeat Rutger after all. Make sure you're prepared. Might as well buy supplies from me. Yeah, of course you want me to just buy stuff. I know what Zephyr Jaegers are capable of. You stand up to them, I wonder. Maybe. Make sure you're prepared. I'm not going to buy supplies from you.
Good stuff.
I bet you do. Anything new for me, though? Got military watches and the whatnot. Wait a second. Ah! Ah! Azurite watch. Speed plus 12 prevents delay, HP up 2. Ah! That's another one. I don't see a handkerchief on the list, so we're getting there with even more of them now. Just a little bit more. Just need an Earth Talisman. Other stuff as well. Bought them up after all. What else can I make here? I still need to make... Which gem is it? I mean, Odin gem's pretty good, to be perfectly honest. I can make one.
Done already?
Me. Someone has an SR, and I think it might be Emma. It would help if I looked at the right options. Yes, so that does 32 ATS, 48 ADF. Remove that, combine it with Saintly Force, and there you go, there's a gem made, but that wasn't even the gem I was trying to make.
I got some good stuff.
Odin gem. Strength plus 100, ATS plus 100. She needs the extra strength after all. It was the Sacred Mirror. That would be nice to make. Silver Forward SR and Analyze SR. So I'd need to actually craft them myself at this rate.
Done already?
Enemy. Stop it. I hate that. Alright, an Odin gem for you. I mean, the thing is, she already has Saintly Force, so it's kind of useless to put on here. There must be someone else with... Yes, it'd be you. Wait a second. Do you not just get that from... No, you don't get Crescent Mirror for that. So if I lower you down to a normal Crescent Mirror then... And then power up... Actually, it makes sense for you to have a little extra strength when I think about it. Give you the Odin gem. That makes way more sense because she's got an extra spell from that. Now she has 3 spells that she can use with the Silver Bell. Lots of sense were made. Big ATS gains. Don't know if there's anything else I'm near to making with her.
Good stuff.
Find a Diamond Nova SR, can make that with a heal. Which has actually some nice ATS to it as well. A Seiyuu Quartz could be made with a Mute and a Freeze.
Come on, buy some more.
See, Reen has a Freeze on him. I think Crow does too. Who's the one with a Mute free? It is you. What can I change out for that doesn't nerf you too much? I guess we'll just go down to a Seal 2 then. And then we'll power up Reen some more because Reen really needs to be powered up more, doesn't he?
Wanna buy something?
That's Seiyuu, strength 80.
Done already?
I mean, it makes sense to power him up before the fight and all. So now it's Mute or Freeze for a 25% chance instead. More powerful quartzes all the time. It never stops. This is progress. Rakan gem and stuff can be probably made soon. I think I've already got one, of course. See, Holy Breath SR. I thought we had one of them. I really thought we did. Maybe I've only got a Holy Breath R. But being able to make some other gems like that would be pretty good too. I mean, I could easily just buy the quartz to make the gems on top of that. And speed plus 4, move plus 8, and evasion plus 12 versus just an evasion plus 9. It's a pretty good gem.
Come on, buy some more.
Now I've got to continue the sweep. You can't keep me here forever. Yeah, but out Becky's shop start. I'll be working with her a lot. But are you getting a lot out of it? Yes, absolutely. I'm learning so much. Becky's network has provided us with massive assistance during all of this. Ah, I see. You know, if we're talking about networks, you've got a lot of connections too. Thanks, but any connections I've got on the Uri side are entirely thanks to my family. Looking back on it, I'm very glad I built connections with so many independent businesses during our field exercises. So, instructor, since you're here and all, how about picking up a little something for later? Like Becky always says, you can't expel Zemuria without Mira. I recommend you keep it flowing by contributing to our efforts here on the Courageous II. You're quite the businessman yourself. There's character notes for everyone here talking. You can't spell Zamiria without Mira. It's in there. I'm learning a lot from Becky. I recommend you keep it flowing, boy. Oh, you're saying it again.
Here to stock up?
Everything said again. So nothing new. No new Imperial Chronicle. No new cards. Nothing seemingly else at this point to grab. I need to find that Earth
where
Talisman.
to find me.
Stat. Now into the biggest room, the cafeteria. So many people. Things are being kind of blah lately. I feel like we're wasting our youth. I didn't check outside the ship. Kurt, you gonna get a girlfriend anytime soon, or what? Or what? It's a good question. Don't you think we have more important things to worry about right now? Dude, you'll never get any action if you let stuff like that bother you. In fact, now's a better time than ever. I mean, really, love burns strong at the face of adversity, man. Get a clue. Just look at Ash. He and Tatiana are doing great. They're not letting the end of the world get to them. I can't believe I'm still single. At least if you were a girl, I could fool people into thinking we were a couple. I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. Besides, if I were a girl, I doubt I would put up with you long enough for us to spend any time together. It's weird to see Sydney looking so downhearted. Wow, Kurt. I mean, he did bring up the weird crap and say weird stuff, but equally, you just broke that man down even more. Sydney really excels in coming up with the most troublesome of ideas. Is romance really that big a concern for people our age? You'd be surprised, Kurt. Not everyone is as stoic about these things as you. You know, if Kurt was a girl, he'd definitely have that same air of cool, refined beauty Aurier has. Well, guess I better not wander too far down that rabbit hole, huh? Maybe you could go speak to Dorothy about a new genre for her. And you're really Margarita? Of course, who would go to the trouble of impersonating me? I may have slimmed down a little, but my inner beauty still shines through, don't you think? It's more dazzling than ever. Hey, nice work, Margarita. Did you come up with another new diet food? Indeed. Though it tears one's stomach up with such ferocity, I honestly couldn't recommend it to the average layperson. So she's just basically using something that gives her, like, raging diarrhea, it sounds like. You should be fine, Freddy. You have a cultured enough palate that it shouldn't be a problem. Oh, cool. I'd love to try it sometime. But there'd be nothing left of you but skin and bones. Marguerite and Freddy together are a guaranteed recipe for chaos. That's Margarita for you. She makes even Erin's magic cuisine seem like some mundane old thing compared to her concoctions.
You've got good taste.
Mundane. Sure.
Come again. Hey, what can I get you today?
It's definitely not how I put it. I used to sell some shit in the shells.
Come again. You've got good taste.
I've got way too many of them. Sal 40 there. Any other stuff's looking good?
Come on, give it a try.
Onwards. Time to dazzle Freddy with my culinary mastery. I'll need to prepare some rebound dishes for when he loses too much weight too. Oh, see, I guess that's the good thing. I don't have any new dishes. I don't feel like I've been cooking a lot recently. But losing weight by eating diet foods, it's like something from a dream. I think it's just too fast though. Losing weight is something that needs to be done at a healthy, substantial, sustainable pace. Sorry, Sandy, Margarita defies any rational explanation.
I recommend everything.
I recommend
See you again.
not walking by the toilet when Margarita's in there. Hey guys, how's it going in here? Great, we were just talking about a shared acquaintance of ours. Father Wazy, one of my fellow Dominions. Oh yeah, he works for the special support section sometimes, right? We only found out about Wazy being a Dominion during the Crossbell incident. It's hard to think of him as Father Wazy, to be honest. To me, he'll always be the gang leader of the Testaments. You've got to admit though, he always had that air of mystery to him. Guess when you thought he was in the middle of a gang war, you'd find him pouring drinks in a back alley bar. Sounds like a real character. He hides it well, that's all I can say. Whenever I saw him in artillery, he always acted like a model citizen. Yes, the suspicious ones in basic trails, you just go... Growls through it. Father Wazy and his aide, Knight Abbas, helped me quite a lot when I was in artillery. I'd like to introduce you to them, if we get the opportunity. Maybe in the future. haven't really talked to Wazy much. It's sort of hard to read him sometimes. And there's no denying he's a gorgeous guy, but it kind of ticks me off how he teases Lloyd. Now that I think of it, he's the kind of guy Tatiana and Dorothy would flip out over. Tell me more. Let's introduce them. Let's make it happen. Back at the anniversary festival, I got paired up with Lloyd. We raced against Wazy, Estelle, and the others. Talking about it starting to make me feel nostalgic about old times. I wish. Hard to get overwhelmed in your training, huh? Well, one way is to just forget about it for a while. Taking a break can help you give a new perspective on things. A break? Right, even I set aside some time to read, or play chess, or drink some coffee now and again. It can really help. Let's see, I know you're in the swimming club, but do you have any other interests outside of that? Apart from training and club activities, you mean? Soliciting donations for worthy causes, perhaps? I mean, that's an excellent use of your time, but I was thinking more like a hobby. Something you do to relax. First Sydney, now Wayne. There must be something about Macias that makes people go to him for advice. Who'd have thought the hothead and know-it-all I met way back there when would be someday become such a great mentor. To be honest, that fits his personality perfectly, so. I was too tense when I was a student. Looks like it's pretty similar to how I was back then. Just gotta learn how to handle things with a finer touch. Maybe I'll try and teach him how to make coffee. Because you've recently been through it all. Other than fundraising activities, about all I can think of would be eating or sleeping maybe. But doing too much of those is out of the question. Wayne seems the type to get himself into a bind if left to his own devices. Well, let Macias worry about him. This guy needs a hobby. Maybe slightly different from swimming. Things have really changed. Our days in the tennis club feel like a lifetime away. Yeah, I don't think I've even picked up my racket for at least a month. Did you get a chance to go swimming in August, Leo? I took a couple of dips, yeah. I've got to admit, even with the ocean, I kind of missed the school pool. No waves, no buoyancy, and then there's that smell of chlorine in the water. Everything's worse, but that smell has some charm, you know? I very much do. Right, going swimming's not the same unless you get that smell. Okay. Feels like forever ago since the tennis club last got together. We were supposed to have a tournament this summer too. Even though it can't be helped, I'm still a little sad about it. It just sounds like they're like, oh, we need the smell of chemicals. There was a girl in my German class who liked the smell of a certain chemical until she passed out from it. Tipex. I wish I had the time and means to play tennis again. Doesn't look like I can squeeze it into my schedule today though. That was a weird day in class. Looking back on everything that's happened, it really brings home how lucky we were to have a normal school life up till now. The idea of getting back to those peaceful days is what's keeping me going right now. I don't know what it was about German and French and all that in school, and I'm sure I've said this in other Let's Plays, but the way the copied sheets of work used to smell, like, very chemically, and people used to love sniffing that stuff. And then there was one girl that took it way too far. It's just weird when there's handouts going on and people are sniffing the paper. Like, well, okay, I'm hoping that school sheets, the printouts don't, you know, smell like that anymore. It's not warm paper, the smell. It was not warm paper. Hi, Reem. So we're finally headed to the next rivalry. Try not to overthink it. Just face it head on like last time. I recommend staying up here on a deck for a while. Yeah, fresh air is rather invigorating. That's true. Maybe it'll help clear my head a little. Human technology has really come a long way. To think they managed to make something this big fly so fast. I've heard that during medieval times, witches travelled using artifacts that look like the modern broomstick. Flying like that used up a lot of mana too. If they could only see us now. Witches on brooms, huh? So that part of the old fairy tales is true. I wish I could see that. I've heard that during medieval times, witches travelled using apparatus that resemble the modern broomstick. They'd be shocked if they saw the Courageous II. Me? Move summon other Courageous II with my magic. Even though I could get up in the air, it'd be real tough to keep it moving. Human technology really is something else. Just don't get sucked off the side. I know this is an orbital field and all, so you shouldn't do. But I'd be upset if I lost my cat to that. Come back, Celine! And so we hit the final floor of the Courageous Sweep yet again. Will we have to do this again after the second rivalry? You can bet on it. Professor Schmidt. The next generation engine from ZCF, huh? Seems to be running without issue. There seems to be no compatibility issues with the mainframe ARC designed with my careful consultation. However, because it was cobbled together so quickly, I already see maintainability issues. Right, Mint, Pablo and I have been doing our best to keep the system working. Professor, maybe now that you're here, could you... I hope you're not about to ask me to do your work for you. This problem of maintainability has piqued my interest, but I'll have nothing to do with anything beyond that. And as we work, you may want to task your friends in military finance with writing of a manual. I'm on it. You really do think of everything, Professor Schmidt. Yeah, and you're always looking out for everyone too. Don't get the wrong idea. The advice I give is founded on logic, nothing more. Now if you have time to talk, you have time to work. Get to it. Of course, right away. As for you, young man, I think we can dispense with any pleasantries. Time is precious to me. I don't have the luxury of wasting it in conversation. Alright, I'll get out of your hair. The third RSL ship. TCF seems to have produced some interesting results recently. Perhaps I'll take a look at what's going on inside while I get to work. He really does go about things at his own pace, doesn't he? If I start chatting, the professor will probably yell at me again. I gotta get started on improving maintainability like the professor said. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have barged in on it like that. Sorry, Tita.
I'll help.
I don't know. Should you help? Well, we could probably upgrade some more people's slots, but it does cost quite a lot. There we go. So, whoa, you've only got like that many done? To the caster. Quite a lot of slots I'm missing on people, really. I mean, I've got Sepith, that's great, but I don't want to spend it all either. Right, well, there's some slots done. I'll save myself some Sepith for the future, right?
I'll help.
Oh, I need to go to the weapons. I need to make sure everyone's actually geared up for this mission. I haven't even done that yet.
Come back soon.
I'll come back in a second. I need to go to the shop section and come back down to meet you. I make sure everyone is geared. I sorted out some court stuff, but weaponry is important
Wanna buy
too.
something?
Just to make sure that people I've got in the party here actually at least have their best weapons. Everything's looking good so far. No Makis in the group. No Usis. Fee's got that. There we go. Wandering Cloud. I guess Crow doesn't have a weapon. Oh, tell a lie. Oh, he's already got it. That's cool. And then it's gear on top of that, isn't it? So it looks like defensively everyone's good. Now, except maybe not in the boots side of thing. Boots for everyone is quite a massive upgrade by the look of it. They have tops, but not necessarily boots. There we go.
Come on, buy some more.
I can't keep buying.
I got some good stuff. Done already?
Upgrade. I only need one weapon to do.
Yes.
So let's get the Vicious Lightning from the Heavenly Cloud. Get you nice and ready there. Anything else for me to go with? I mean, I could make a Crystal Edge SR. Don't I need that for something? It only costs 8. I'm just going to do it. Anything else SR? I can make some more attack freeze. You never know when I might need that for something. So yeah, I have a Holy Breath R on. So I can make Holy Breath SR out of that R. And then I can make that into a better one. An action 3 from an action 2. Why not? It's probably usable for something. Golden Sphere SR can be made. I'll make it just in case it needs to be a material for something else. A Shining SR can be made. I've already got one Shining SR. Oh, my U material is all going.
Come back soon.
Farewell, you material. I loved you once. Alright guys, it's time to get Operation Divine Knight / Panzer Soldat Scrub Down underway. I'll take care of Val and Nordy. Gustav, you take Draki and Heck. Pablo, you've got Kez and Gelly. Of course, Miss Mint. Gelly. Oh, the Spiegel. I thought you named that one Speepers. I did, but it didn't really work for me, so I changed it to Gelly. Ah, nay bother. For all their foibles, Mint really does get along well with the students. Time flies when I'm working on something for Miss Mint. I don't even get tired. Despite the occasional hiccup, we'll say, I really do think her personality is one of her assets. As far as assets go, I'd say your open-mindedness is just as impressive, Gustav. I mean, I'd like to work for Mint. Mint's ace. You honestly cannot beat having Mint around. She even makes washing down the Panzer Soldat's fun. Alright then, I'm going to give it my all too. Mint's ace. Who doesn't like Mint? Schmitty's back, and the engineer shift system is absolutely perfect. I'll make sure everything's tip-top shape and ready to go whenever you need it. You just focus on your work.
I'm itching to get started.
Well, I don't really need any more X-Orbs at this point. I'm fine with the 3 I have. Oh my goodness, I could actually use some... Oh, they only cost 1 U material? Yeah, don't mind if I just stock up on that now, considering we're obviously going into a fair bit of a... Divine Knight type battles at this juncture. Try one more of them as well.
See you later.
I'm glad I checked in with you. I really am.
Alrighty, let's begin. Huh? Done already?
Yeah. Valimar remains still and empty. Next up is the second rivalry, finally. Valimar, Miriam, I'm gonna need your help again. First of all, Parm. That Meister is quite the interesting one. Not many would suggest hand washing us. I know what you mean. By the way, like Valimar said earlier, it really lightens the body and mind. I'm looking forward to it. Nobody's just like, oh, give me a scrub. Do you think like a Divine Knight goes, oh yeah, right there. Oh, that's great. I can never get back there. Oh, this is great. Give me a scrub. So, it seems we have done the Courageous. Let's head out. No one's ever got me in my back elbow joint before. Right, just to make sure there's nothing going on in here, because it's the only area we can check out. There doesn't seem to be an event on the way. Let's enter Parm and begin a sunset sweep by look of things. I don't know. Or could be in the morning. I can't remember anymore. Times. We're straight at it after all. Boss had to leave to serve the army as an engineer. I'm covering for him. I sure hope the boss and everyone else who was drafted will make it back safely. So you're the takeover guy now, are you? I don't need the Gingham watch. We've already got that. We could have bought our weapons here as well. Looking good. So, sweep of Parm, and then we're out for our second rivalry. We're nearly there. A divine scrub indeed it would be for the Divine Knight. I've been here before with my boyfriend. We came to look at fabrics on sale in this store. We couldn't agree on what we wanted and had a silly fight, but looking back on it now, we were happy back then. Talking to Iris has helped me find some peace of mind. This lady first visited Parm 4 months ago. She was with her boyfriend then. He got drafted into the army. Thanks for coming a long way to my shop again, especially considering the circumstances. Yeah, you have the quilted handkerchief, but we've already got one of them. Do I actually have any gifts that I haven't given out yet? No, I do. Yuna, and for Alfin, and for Tita. The giant battleship has vanished. Maybe that's part of their strategy, but if they're starting some operation, I wish they issued us a warning. Catan was really sad, but he's better now. I'm going to help out too. I'm carrying dishes and cups. Hey kid, give me a recipe. Welcome. Hey, it's Catan, right? You helping out here today? Yep, I'm taking care of the place today. I'm going to work hard until my dad comes back. Mr. Galley taught me how to politely greet customers. I'd like to work together with my dad when I grow up. Aww. Kanan came up to me and offered his help. Bertrand would never believe if I told him. When he returns home and sees his son digitally at work, he'll faint from the shock. Maybe he will. Do you want to give me a fragrant chicken pie? Ooh, risotto. Long to prepare, but I do like a good risotto. One hell of a cooking time, though. That really is the problem with it. Half an hour later. Still simmering away. Ah, welcome. I've had a lot on my mind since Drone was drafted, but I can't let that get me down. I have to keep this place running until he's back after all. Do you have anything interesting for me here? Scarlet gear, I do not need. So it looks like nothing's really going on at Parm, even though it tells me new. So it's just a small sweep by look of things. Nothing more, nothing less. No actual events. You can see bluish light over where the footpath is. Hamel's that way. Something strange seems to be afoot in that town again. Yeah, well... it's always the Erebonian government that seems to, or military seems to be perpetrating it. Poor Hamel. Hasn't had enough. Katan was a bit upset, but he should be fine for the time being. What worries me, though, is the eerie aura shrouding Hamel recently. If possible, I wish that place could be left in peace. Don't we all? What was all that ruckus outside? I wonder if something's happening again. More and more men are being drafted, which is already hard enough on their families. I hope nothing else happens on top of all this. We'll be able to go up and give those gifts before we head out then.
There's a school of fish.
It is. We're running past it though. The 1st Diamond Division is moving out from Titus Gate. Are they going to march on Calvert through the build, do you think? That's a bold cutting strategy, as expected of our Blood and Iron Chancellor. I'm thankful that he's on our side. That rookie gets on my nerves exaggerating all the time. He's fine when I'm there, but who knows what he gets up to when I'm not around. He needs to calm down before the locals start complaining. There's got to be a way to teach him a lesson though. Wait, is this a quest? There's a lot of stuff that seems to be quest beats for the future, and like nothing actually has come of them yet. Lots of things that could be done, but aren't being done yet. Which just breeds curiosity. My husband didn't immediately tell me that he got his draft card. I must have heard he's terrifically dexterous because they want him as a mechanic. But mechanics put their life on the line too. Don't call me unpatriotic, but I'm so worried about him. My husband, the city man, hasn't been paying attention to my worries as usual. I fear he'll get in trouble with the army for being too outspoken. Well, I finished as much work as I can while I'm still here. Puts me off that they're forcing us to leave Parm. What do we do to deserve this? He's always a bit of a grump. But if he wasn't, we'd know something would be wrong. Right, so that was... in the blink of an eye, Parm! Gets us down Old Agri... we can go into the Old Agri Road, but that's the Draco Shrine way. That is, of course, the incorrect way for where we need to go right now. Up to Hamel or nowhere, really. Oh, I do love that music. It's weird with the sky being so moody. I love moody skies like that. I don't know about you. So there's an event on Parm By Road, and there's an event... I'm confused. Do we talk to Bossman? Do we talk to Olivert, or do we go to Parm? They're both one and the same? Well, let's give out our gifts. Well, we can't not speak to Olivert, can we? Let's get out the Ares locket first of all. Adorable and stylish locket can be gifted to Yuna. Oh wow, this locket is so beautiful. I've never seen one like it. You sure I can have this? Of course, I thought it would suit you perfectly as I give you the wrong idea. And you can put a picture of someone you really love inside to carry them around with you. Yeah, it's very thoughtful of you, thanks. Someone I really love. Something the matter? Oh, no, I was just spaced out for a sec. Anyway, thanks again. It really is a wonderful gift. It'll be my little treasure from now on. Glad you like it. Yuna's bond is at maximum. Yuna's strength and defense increased by 15. We'll get the stat ups, right? A melty charm, the elegantly scented perfume. I love the scent of this perfume. And the bottle it comes in is so ornate. What an exquisite gifterine. I tried to pick something you might like. I didn't go too overboard with it, did I? Not at all. I'm so happy that you thought of me. Although I doubt I have the charm to match such an alluring fragrance. I'll have to make more effort to become a proper lady that you'll hopelessly fall for. You're not lacking in the charm department, take my word for it. Maybe in the age department. Looks like I managed to bring a smile to your face with this gift. That made my day too. ATS and ADF for Rainbow Free. Tina! A new type of multifunctional mechanics goggles will get you killed by agate. I can't believe it, it's the new type of mechanics goggles I wanted so much. How did you know? Oh, well, actually, I didn't know. Guess I lucked out. I got them for you as a token of gratitude for all your help. That's very nice of you, thank you. Let's see if I have anything I could give you. The Blast Gloves. ZCF made mechanical gloves. They're still a prototype, but they might come in handy. No pun intended. Already wasn't expecting anything back. Thanks, Tina. Blast Gloves. Break damage plus 150%. Really seems like something she probably should have given Agate when I think about it. Right then, so that is possibly everything we should have done or could have done. So now we speak to one of Olivert or not of it. And get moving on. There wasn't any more quest to report, was there?
Making a report? Please proceed.
Nope.
Oh my. Seems you had it tough. Until next time, best of luck.
That makes more sense, actually. It seems you had it tough, because it's like you've done nothing. So yeah, you had it tough because you didn't find anything.
Now, let's see.
Nah, I can't remember last time I actually did these things.
Alright, what do you have for me?
Alright! I think I did them. Must have done them recently, haven't I?
Let me take a look.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Olivert, or Prince Olivert, as we like to call you, Olivier Lenheim. Let's speak about moving on. I must say, I hadn't anticipated the barrier, and now the second rivalry awaits you. Every time I see you and the others, it gets me thinking. Even if we proposed that the Great Twilight was a fate we could not escape from, it does not mean our roles in all this couldn't have had slight fluctuations. If I had been selected as the Vermilion Awakener, for example, perhaps neither you nor Cedric would have had to shoulder such heavy burdens. Prince Olivert, I know that no good can come of dredging up old regrets, and yet... No, I really appreciate the way you're feeling. But you don't need to think like that. Without you, we wouldn't have stood a chance. All we feel is gratitude towards you. I believe I'm the one who should be expressing such thoughts. In any case, seeing as I've managed to stay alive, I'll be supporting you with everything I have. Be careful when you challenge the second rivalry. Please come back safely. Yes, we definitely will. So it seems we actually have to talk to him again. To move forward. I know I may sound overly sentimental, but you can forgive me at a time like this, can you not? Be careful when you challenge the second rivalry. Please come back safely. So we can head there.
Where shall our wings take flight?
We can hear him if we do it that way, which is practically where we should do. Head to the Draco Sanctuary from here, or head to the Draco Sanctuary by going upwards. I don't even know. If you head to the Draco Sanctuary, the main story will progress. Please note that all quests and sub-events you have not yet to complete will disappear. Right, well let's try to go via this road and see what happens if we just walk up to it. So I'm guessing what it'll do is it'll take me to there. Must do, right? I'm worried that I miss out on something if I go this way. Alright, well we already chose our party last time. We got our 2 casters, very many melees, and more guys. Big smash guys, other guys, feet there for the dodge support that we know and love. We should be good. And everyone geared. It's time to finally begin the second rivalry.